Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to another free-to-play episode. And yes, as the title says, I cheated. I cheated on my free-to-play account. Now, I didn't really cheat. Like, I did and I didn't. I still haven't spent any money in the game, and I'm not going to. This is, as I've said, a free-to-play account. I am not going to spend any money whatsoever on this account. However, what I am going to do is take advantage of what is to offer, and that is by a few different things. I mean, we have the events where you can earn tanks, which the recent event I earned the Panzer 5-4, which is the tier 5 tank, a premium tank for absolutely nothing. I mean, why not? I'll take that any day. And also on top of that, things like in the uprising mode, mad games, anything like that, take full advantage. I'm going to take full advantage because I can grind tanks without affecting my win rate or my average damage. It doesn't go in towards your battle count. So you can farm up, you can play tank stock, and you can just farm up the XP enough to get the next gun. So I got kind of lucky with people obviously people that I know, with the events. As I've said, I got the Panzer 5-4, and also I got given three bonus codes before they ran out. I mean, a YouTuber, Amionette, a great friend of mine, she had a few bonus codes and they expired on the 1st of January. So she had a few left over, and I got given 3 different bonus codes for 3 different tanks. So the first tank is this tank, which is one of my favourite tier 6 tanks, and it's the Cromwell B. A very good tank to have in your garage, especially on a free-to-play account. Now, bear in mind, none of these bonus codes are going to help me get my target average damage and win rate. Maybe win rate, it will help, but average damage, I mean, if I go solely for win rate, then it will drop my average damage, and my target average damage is 2,000. I might even up that to 2,500 depending on how we get up, and I might even up the average damage from 60% to 70% because I think it's doable. I really do think it's doable. So the Cromwell B, even though yes it could up your win rate, really I'm getting it to help with credits. I'm getting it to help with credits, so it is easier, because that's the biggest thing for me on a free-to-play account is not grinding stock or anything like that. I don't mind any of that. The biggest thing is for me is when you have enough XP to upgrade your tank and get the new tank, you then have to wait a long time, because I'm not buying any premium. I mean, I'm getting the premium certificates, which I'm using every now and again. But it's the credit grind. It really is the credit grind. And that is why I'm going to be using these tanks. I got these tanks at the perfect opportunity, at the perfect time, because the event was on, and you get missions, you get Clementine for missions over the Christmas event, and you also get more Clementines for if you've got ×2. So having 3 extra tanks did help me get enough Clementines to open more boxes, and eventually I did get a snow globe, and from that snow globe I got 200,000 XP, free XP, which was the worst thing to get, but on a free-to-play account I don't really mind, because of that 200,000 free XP I managed to get the RU251, which will be the next video coming, and also I've fully upgraded that RU251, and I've got over 100,000 free XP left. So when I do get the Leopard PTA, I've got enough XP, or I hope to have enough XP to get the better gun on it, so it's not too hard. So yes, it's in a way it is cheating. In a way it's not, because literally the aim of this account was to spend absolutely nothing. So, and that's what I have pretty much done. So the Cromwell B is a fantastic tank, and with the Cromwell B I got a 7-day premium, and I got 500 gold on top of that. So not bad for a free-to-play account. And we are going to end this battle. Unfortunately, we're going to get the supremacy points, and I don't think I'm going to be able to take this guy out. I do get a final shot, but we do manage to get the ace. 2,993 damage, 1,331 base XP. So that is one of the first. That is the first bonus code I got given. Next up, we have the Panzer IVs, which again is a fantastic tank, probably the best medium in tier 6. It's absolutely the DPM, the speed. Actually, playing this on my free-to-play account, I don't know what, it just feels different to playing it on my main account. It just feels really slow and sluggish. It just doesn't feel like a medium tank. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just me, that I haven't played it in a while. I don't know. But still, nevertheless, the DPM on this thing, the penetrate, everything about the tank is a really, really good tank. And it is up there with the Cromwell B. Probably better than the Cromwell B regards to medium tanks, credit earning. It's an enjoyable tank to play as well. It really is. It makes tons of credits. It does some damage. It's an all-round fantastic tank that is really, really fun to play. And again, to have something like this on a free-to-play account, it is amazing. So I did love the opportunity to get this tank. And to be honest, I've been given so many bonus codes over the last few months to do giveaways, I totally forgot about my free-to-play account. So someone gave me, Batman Buttman gave me like eight codes to give away, which I'd done a giveaway. I totally forgot about my free-to-play account, and it weren't until someone mentioned it, like, why don't you use a code for your free? I'm like, dude, damn. I've just had like 8 codes, and I've had plenty more in the past, and I've just totally forgot. So that is where I asked Aminette if she had any left. She did, and I got given them. So this game here, we're on 1,600 damage, and there's just 3 tanks left alive, and they're the other side of the map. Unfortunately, our teammate is at the Churchill. I can't see what's up there. He's on his own, and the 3 tanks are all rushing him. So he's not as the VK. So the VK is a very, very good tank, very strong tank, very, very strong tank. And with the armor-wise, some would say that it's quite an OP tank now. So luckily, he has stayed alive long enough for me to get around. He's not going to stay alive for much longer, but as soon as we get there, he does die. But now we have the T-34 on a one-shot. We do miss that shot there. We have the KV-1, and we have a Churchill. So even though we are very low hit points, I mean 440, we still think that we can easily win this. Even if these guys start pushing, with the DPM on this tank, by the time they get to me, I'm going to have them all down to a one-shot. And as you can see here, the Churchill is now down to a one-shot. So I'm going to ignore the KV-1. Don't want to know the KV-1 yet, because there's Churchill and there is the T-34. So as soon as I haven't got a shot off, luckily we missed the KV-1 and we get the T-34. So we're going to poke forward, and look, it's troll armor. The turret on this thing is actually really, really good, and it's very, very troll. And you can get bounces. I mean, we bounced 575 damage, which isn't bad at all. So we end that game on 5 kills, 2,668 damage. We get a steel wall, Top Gun, and we get the ace. So that is number 2 of my bonus code tanks, and 2 of them aced. Next up, on the final one, yes, you may have seen it and probably guessed it. It is the AC-4 Sentinel, which is the tier 6 British-Australian kind of tank. And before I got this bonus code, I was never, I mean, it was an okay tank, but there was just, I mean, you've got the Cromwell B, the Panzer IVs, you've got loads of other tanks in tier 6 that just overdo this. But when I got given it, this was my first game. This was my first game on this tank after I got given the bonus code. And I thought, when did this tank actually get good? Like, when did this get good? Because I really enjoyed it. I think the DPM's pretty good, the penetration's pretty good, the speed's pretty good, the gun depression's pretty good, and I'm like, how did this get good? The last time I knew of this tank, it was just an average tank, but it just feels, it feels so nice. It does feel nice, which I'm surprised about. I really am surprised at how nice this tank feels. And we're going to show that the first game we do really, really well. We're going to get behind the VK30. I mean, there's two tanks now in front of them. The T1 Heavy, which some against will say it's OP, and I still need to do an up-to-date review on that tank, and the SU. So at the moment, I'm just getting some free damage into this guy. No one's shooting me in return. I'm now on 1300 damage, and the enemy only has 4 tanks left alive. And I'm full hit points, 970 hit points still. So we're going to now chase the Stug. So the Stug, again, he's not looking at me, which is probably the correct decision, because there are tanks around there like the KV-1S. That is a one-shot. But I didn't think that this tank really had gun depression. I'm not sure what the gun depression is, but I mean, we can comfortably poke on this ridge and get our gun over. I mean, is it 10 degrees, maybe even more? I'm not sure. But we're still pumping out that damage. I mean, we're going to get a miss here on the Stug. We tried a drive-by there on the Stug. We missed. Instead, we're going to do a drive-by on the Sherman, the Firefly, and then we're going to come back around, and again, we're going to get the shot off on the Stug for the 4th kill. And now only leaving the ARL. Now, the ARL is a great tier 6 tank, very good tier 6 tank. But we're full hit points, so we're winning on supremacy points. We're full hit points, we're on 4 kills, and I really, really want the 5th kill. So we're going to use the APCR, we're going to go in for the ram, why not? We do lose half of our hit points, but he's a one-shot, and we can clear him for our 5th kill. So that was our first game in this tank. 2.5k damage, 52,000 credits, top gun, high caliber. We get the Radleys as well. We get the Scout as well, 1187 XP. So not too difficult to ace, to be honest. It was quite easy, and we're just going to show you, like, pretty much just to gloat and brag that that was in fact our first game in that tank. So that is it, guys. That is our free-to-play episode of cheating. I do apologise for those that expected full. I mean, we didn't spend no money. We didn't spend any money in the game, and that was our what we planned to do. We wanted to get to 60% win rate, and we wanted to get to tier 10 with 2,000 average damage. And at the moment, we're not quite got the damage, because we are only on tier 8 now. But as soon as we got the RU now, I'm quite comfortable that we can farm the RU up to 2,000 average damage. RU is a great tank to play, even though it's got no armor. It's a fantastic tank to play to get that damage, because it's a light tank. You can get around the map pretty easily, pretty quickly as well. It has that really nice HE pen as well. So I'm going to enjoy the RU, and mainly because I didn't really grind the RU on my main account. I golded it to the Leopard. So I'm going to enjoy the RU. I had the RU and I have some footage. So stay tuned for the next episode of Wrong Gun, free to play, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.